Welcome to another Reddit video, the series where you can submit your pictures, memes, videos, questions, or anything related to the world of professional wrestling over on the Santi Zap Videos Reddit page. So if you want your hot garbage featured in next week's Reddit video, make sure that you go check out the Reddit page. I'll put the link in the description for you. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring that bell for notifications. If you're a wrestling fan, I know you're gonna fall in love with his YouTube channel because we always upload daily wrestling content. All right, let's see what awful things you guys sent in this week. Do you like the new IC Championship? Look, I think that this is a significant upgrade compared to what we had before, but I still don't love this championship. Adding the color to it does make what we had before better, but what we had before was the most lifeless, most soulless, most unoriginal, unimaginative championship belt that the WWE had designed in a really long time. Adding the color to it is nice, but the overall design of the championship is still my least favorite that we have on all of WWE programming right now, and it still pales in comparison to what we had before with the Intercontinental Championships of the past. To everyone who doesn't watch NXT, watch it, bro. So NXT just had its premiere episode on the CW network, and it felt like a baby PLE of NXT. It was so cool seeing Shawn Michaels out there, Triple H. We had multiple championship matches. It was in front of a rowdy Chicago crowd, and it just sort of marked like the new start of this new era of NXT, and it's a great time for you to jump aboard NXT because we have new faces joining NXT as well. Look, I get it. If you jumped off board during the NXT 2.0 era, I don't blame you. I jumped off too. It was boring. It sucked. It wasn't good. But NXT has been getting better and better and better. And at this point, it's not wrestling's best kept secret anymore. You just should know at this point that NXT is amazing. And this new black and silver era, I think, is going to knock it out of the park and could end up being the best era of NXT. At the very least, from the landscape that is being set off the onset, it's got the potential to be the best era of NXT. This is one of the most insane bumps ever.
Wesley looking for the
Fuck! He missed the table entirely. This is what happened on the first episode of NXT. Y'all, you need to tune in. I'm telling you, you're gonna fall in love with NXT. Oh. Look, you gotta look at the ref. Shout out to the ref for trying to sell this like the ref during SmackDown when Big Show and Brock Lesnar broke the ring, but the ref selling wasn't particularly great. Look, he just yeets himself. Whoop! This was such an awesome match. Last Monster Standing was one of the best endings to Monday Night Raw that I've seen in a really long time. And it's just a testament of how good Monday Night Raw has been in general because it's back-to-back awesome episodes of Raw, but it's not just this isolated incident. Raw has been fantastic pretty much for all of 2024 at this point. An end of an era. Santi won't be doing any more daily wrestling content in 2025. Look, all good things have to come to an end, and it's not as if I'm like retiring from YouTube. People are creating these videos of like as if I'm dying. I'm not. I'm still gonna be posting like 5-6 times a week. I just want a day off in 2025, okay? Please, Santi, do it, please. Collab with this man, Small Afro. Hey, I've been appearing in his videos. I've seen him been milking me on his thumbnails with his 30-man content creator battle royal that he did on WWE 2K. I'm sure it's around the corner. I just, like, no one asks me to collab, but if they did, I'd probably say yeah. Thoughts on the Mr. McMahon documentary? I enjoyed the Vince McMahon documentary, and I thought that I wasn't going to like it. I thought that this was going to be basically a Vince McMahon version of Dark Side of the Ring, and I really don't like Dark Side of the Ring because it usually just dives into these dark sectors of the thing that I love. And I get it. There are professional wrestling fans that really want to get into the weeds and even want to know all of the terrible stuff that happens in this hobby of theirs. I'm not one of those. I'm just not interested in that world. However, I needed to see this. I really needed to see where this was going to go, especially after there was reports that Vince McMahon tried to buy the documentary because it was so damning and it made him look so bad. I'm here to tell you that this was a fucking softball from Netflix. They barely laid into Vince McMahon. The first 5 episodes, are just entertaining. Like, it's just a history lesson on how WWE was built and the ruthless business tactics that Vince McMahon used to get the WWE to where it was. There's like the allegations that happened throughout the years, like the steroid case. There is a rape case as well with one of the refs that eventually does get settled. But it's nothing that like really damned him even more. If it was trying to tell me that Vince McMahon was a piece of shit, I already kind of knew that. You all already kind of knew that. The last episode, the last 30 minutes of the episode, that's when it focused on like the modern day allegations. And even that, it barely really like dug into it. I thought this was a softball, and it's exactly what I expected though, because I wasn't expecting Netflix to railroad WWE and Vince McMahon a couple of months before their $5 billion deal with the WWE kicks in. I think anyone that expected this to be this like damning thing that would absolutely end Vince McMahon and the WWE had their expectations too high. But overall, the first 5 episodes to me is an enjoyable watch. And the last episode, if you want some more information on the allegations and the things that Vince has done in recent memory, it's worth the watch in my opinion. But it's a big time sink, like 6 hours, 6 episodes, like it's a lot. He's everywhere. I'm so happy. Yeah, we made the right person famous. This guy that sings the WWE entrance themes, this guy deserves his entire career, his virality that he's dealing with right now. I hope he's making money off of this. Like, they should be paying him for this, because it's just so heartwarming to see something so pure, so innocent become this awesome thing. What's in CM Punk's shorts? Ayo. Yeah, CM Punk's outfit for NXT. Folks, this is what you're missing out on NXT, all right? This is what you're missing out on. Gems like this. Pretty sure WWE posted this solely because of Santi calling him out for being the worst manager of anything ever.
Everybody says Monday Night Raw is chaotic. It needs to be controlled more. It needs to be calmed down. Oh my God, who's gonna rein everybody in? Nobody. Monday Night Raw is chaotic because I drafted it to be. I brought the most sadistic warriors in professional wrestling and sports entertainment together on Monday nights for one reason, and that is to deliver to you the most exciting program on worldwide television. And I defy you to find another one out there. What are you gonna watch? SmackDown? I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's the red brand. It's the flagship. It's chaotic, and it's Monday Night Raw.
To me, I feel like we just heard 30 seconds of him justifying and explaining why he's so goddamn bad at his job. Imagine I was a pizza delivery driver that's like, hey, yeah, your pizza's late all the time, yeah? Yeah, your pizza's late all the time? That's because I'm late on purpose. That's because I want you to wait a little bit longer for the pizza, all right? I want you to wait longer for the pizza because the pizza's gonna taste better. That's why it's late. No, I'm just justifying that I'm a terrible delivery driver, like he's justifying being a terrible manager of anything. Adam Pearce. Yo, Santi.
Oh, nice.
Hey, first of all, don't be spoiling what's on the Patreon. Speaking of the Patreon. Oh my God, bro. The pop.
This. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh,
nice. Oh my God.
On the run.
Oh.
Just a lot of just...
That was a sneak peek of this week's Wrestling is Cool Match Club, which is available exclusively over on patreon.com/Santizap. This week, we're looking at The Rock versus Mankind, the one with that legendary Stone Cold return. We have an Ultimate X match between the Motor City Machine Guns and Beer Money from TNA back in 2010. We're looking at a recent women's classic between Mercedes Moné and Stephanie Vaquer and AEW's Forbidden Door 2024. And we have 2 Hell in a Cell matches for you this week, starting with The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar from No Mercy 2002. This one's a gem. And a recent fan favorite between the Usos and the New Day in a tag team Hell in a Cell match in 2017. Not only will you get the Match Club matches, but you're also getting the weekly Royal Rumble reviews that we're doing, the Raw reviews, the SmackDown reviews, and you're going to get the Wrestling is Cool podcast 3 days earlier than everywhere else. So if you want all of that extra content that is just not available here on YouTube and never will be, head on over to patreon.com/ Santi Zap. I'm confident that if you even give it just 1 month that you're gonna fall in love with it. Seriously, everybody that signs up to the Patreon absolutely loves it. Give it a shot. But that's it. All right, back to the video. The Devil. Karrion Kross and The Miz. Look, I get it. This is Karrion Kross's new gimmick. It's fine. Like, I don't think that Karrion Kross needed to be involved to turn The Miz heel. It's the goddamn Miz, like one of the most well-known heels in the history of this entire sport. You're telling me that we need somebody whispering sweet nothings into his ear for him to turn heel? You could turn him heel at any moment and it would have made sense. I don't feel like you needed Karrion Kross for this. But hey, at least they're using Karrion Kross for something. This return was awesome. Yeah, Seth Rollins returning caught me off guard, but it also didn't catch me off guard. Let me explain, because the WWE kind of spoiled this because they hadn't mentioned Seth Rollins in the better part of like 2 months at this point since Bronson Reed took him out right after SummerSlam. And then today, when Monday Night Raw was airing, then they're like, hey, Bronson Reed, are you nervous that Seth Rollins might end up coming back to get revenge on you? And wouldn't you know it, Seth Rollins shows up less than an hour later. So they kind of spoiled it by even mentioning him. If I were them, I just wouldn't have said anything about Seth Rollins, and I would have just actually allowed this organic surprise to take place and not brace the audience about the return of Seth Rollins. Also, this just goes to show you how incredibly fucking stacked the WWE roster is, for God's sake. You were missing Seth Rollins this entire time, and you really weren't missing Seth Rollins because you had so many other stars. But the WWE is just like, we could use another megastar. Seth Rollins, come back. The WWE is just so stacked at the moment.
Show the one to Orton with the midget with the jelly beans.
What?
Show the one to Orton with the midget with the jelly beans.
Whatever this is amazing. No way these two main evented back-to-back Manias.
I'm all about justice, but right now, I'm all about just us.
I used to have a mustache. It was a nice one.
What the fuck was that scream at the end? Jesus. I guess that was like WWE speed dating. Damn, dude, I'm so glad I am not single. I do not relish being single and having to tell women, I talk about WWE for a living. Fuck, that would suck. You get a back shot. You get a back shot. Everybody gets a back shot. Okay, you guys can't take clips of me and just superimpose photos of things I am not talking about. I didn't make this, okay? I didn't make this. I was there for Jey Uso's singles title win.
Oh my God! One, two,
This is awesome. Dude, that would have been amazing. Yo, I was like an hour away from this show. I was in San Diego when all of this was going on. I should have gone. I should have been there. That is going to be a memory that these two are never going to forget because, first of all, it was awesome. And it was just so out of nowhere too. Jey Uso's title victory is one of those rare treats that are genuine surprises. I didn't know that I could bend like this, says Scarlett as she's getting twisted up into a zesty pin by mommy. Karrion Kross. I did. My guy, Karrion Kross. God damn it. Luckiest dude on the planet. Whose reign was better? So we got Damian Priest, World Heavyweight Champion, or, oh, brother, come on. It's obviously Seth Rollins. Obviously Seth Rollins. One day it was a longer championship reign, but that's the reign that like set the pace for this World Championship belt. Had it been anyone else, I feel like it would have been a bad decision. Triple H making Seth Rollins the inaugural World Heavyweight Champion was one of Triple H's best creative decisions because it meant that that belt actually was a main event belt. It wasn't this consolation loser belt that it would have felt like had they picked the wrong champion. Damian Priest, his reign really was special because the title was special, and the title is special because of what Seth Rollins did as the inaugural champion. Was this still a bad decision? Yes. Yes, it freaking was. We could still absolutely be where we are right now with just as hot of a program had CM Punk cost him during the Money in the Bank ladder match, not cost the cash in. We could be having our Hell in a Cell match right now, and we could have someone as Mr. Money in the Bank just looming around. It would be so much better. W or L? Trick Williams is the new new NXT champion. In my opinion, this is a W. Clearly, the WWE and NXT wanted, like a face of the brand that they could build around as they go into the CW network. And Trick Willie is one of those like built from the ground up guys in the NXT ecosystem. And Ethan Page was a great foil for him to have to overcome and climb the mountain again to win said championship on the premiere episode of NXT on the CW. I think it's a W all around. But shout out to the work of Ethan Page, man. Like Ethan Page really made this chase feel more special. What is the best international PLE since Triple H took over? So yeah, obviously there's a bunch of great ones. I have to go back to the first one. I'm going to go with the Clash in the Castle 2022. We had the turn of Dominic Mysterio. We had the amazing Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns, where everybody actually thought Roman was going to lose. And of course, we had what was the match of the year and maybe one of the best matches of the entire decade, Gunther versus Sheamus for the Intercontinental Championship, a match that I think set the pace for the Intercontinental Championship becoming as special as it is today. So I'm going to go with Clash of the Castle 2022. Bro, press the wrong emote. So fucking stupid. God damn it, man. The wrestling brain rot in this community is crazy. Well, now I'm sad. Ilja Dragunov will be out of action for 6 to 9 months due to an ACL tear. Yeah, I'm sad too. He's one of my favorite in-ring competitors active in the WWE, but Ilja Dragunov is such a psychopath that who knows, maybe he pulls a Cena and comes back by the Rumble. Obviously, an ACL is no joke. Like it's one of the worst injuries that you can get as a professional athlete. So obviously, all my good vibes go towards Ilja Dragunov returning bigger, badder, stronger, and more badass so that we can finally get what the end goal has always been, Gunther versus Ilja Dragunov, for the love of God. How are we feeling about this? So SummerSlam going to 2 nights. I'm good with it. As a content creator, this is just more content for me to be able to make videos about. So this is just an overall W for me. But WWE has been so good that how can you call this an L? Because it's just more of the awesome thing that we've been getting. So I'm here for it. I wouldn't be surprised if the next step is Royal Rumble going to 2 nights, with each one of the men's and women's Royal Rumbles being what bookends each one of the nights. Maybe even Survivor Series. Maybe the big 4 is just going to go to 2 nights moving forward. I just think it's funny that the first one is at MetLife. I thought this was supposed to be a Minnesota thing, and I also thought this was supposed to be a 2026 thing. So it came an entire year way faster than we expected. It's in early August. So look, there's only like 3 months between Mania and a 2-night Mania and a 2-night SummerSlam. We're going to be jam-packed with wrestling in 2025. Wow, man. 2024 is almost over. I'm having an existential crisis. Santa, he made another one. Hey, hang on. No, Santi. I am not Santa. That's not becoming a thing.
Wow, I got the moves that really move 'em. I sent chills up and down their spine.
Let's see if he hits the big notes.
Sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy.
Nailed it, dude. Please, every WWE entrance theme ever. I need this man to do his rendition of them. Please, this is so much better than Def Rebel. It's gonna be Catline Rules. Look at you meow. Look at you meow, boy. What the fuck have I done to the wrestling? I feel like I need to formally apologize for the brain rot that I've caused this place. I'm sorry. Bro was like, I can't let you do that. Yo, shout out to the security guards that go on Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown to get beat up. But this guy was doing a little bit much. He knew the camera was on him. He's like, this is my chance. This is how I make my name and my moment. Watch. He's going to end up becoming some like big megastar. And we're going to look back on this kind of like how what LA Knight was in that Triple H workout video and he dropped a random yeah in there. We're going to look back at whoever this is and we're going to be like, he was trying to stand out. He was always meant to be a star. No way WWE shop is selling Dominic Mysterio toilet paper. First of all, this is an insult. This is an institution of North America. This is Dominic Mysterio. How can you insult him in such a way? First of all, you'd be lucky to even think about the fact of Dominic Mysterio being that close between your legs. It's just not going to happen. But I'm going to buy myself a few rolls. Oh my God, man. Dear God, that's one of the coolest counters, dude. That is, I would love Randy Orton. He might just be too big to ever do this to somebody. That's so freaking brilliant. I know Randy's looking at this from the heavens, smiling down on this. Again, Randy's not dead, but it's whatever. Nobody. John Cena from 2007 to 2012. I win. LOL. Ah, the good old days of Cena wins. LOL. That was like one of the first like wrestling memes in like the lexicon of like the infancy of the internet wrestling community. Cena wins. LOL. Good old school wrestling meme. Santi getting ready for Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes, part 639. Okay, first of all, if this is what I look like as like an old man, that's not bad. I'd be okay aging this way. Also, this is freaky because my grandfather looks a lot like this, and my dad is starting to look a lot like this. Which of these is the worst faction? So you have League of Nations, garbage. Oh, come on, Heart Dynasty is not that bad. 3MB was purposely bad. And then Funkasaurus and the Funkadactyls. No. Listen, it's not even close. It's this, all right? These are all guys that, if used properly, were main event guys, right? You have Sheamus as the WWE champion. You have Alberto Del Rio, at this point, multi-time world champion, Money in the Bank winner, Royal Rumble winner. And like, they just couldn't figure out anything with him. Rusev has off the back of a great initial run on the main roster, and Wade Barrett is still Wade Barrett. These are all guys that you should have been able to figure stuff out with, and the whole point of the existence of this faction was that they didn't have shit for any of them, so just put them together. And guess what? It was shit. It didn't work. At the very least, for the other ones, they weren't either that bad or they were purposely bad. This was just bad. Should this be what's next after Bad Blood? So if it's Jey Uso versus Dominic Mysterio with Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan being part of the storylines, I'm in for this. And I'm also not saying this just because I'm the Dom guy. I feel like this would be a great person to beat Jey Uso for the championship. Look, I really believe that Dominic Mysterio can be one of those cornerstone heels for the WWE moving forward. And him taking the title off of one of the most beloved babyfaces would be even more nuclear heat for Dominic Mysterio, even though this guy's already a nuclear explosion on his own. Me in the bathroom mirror after a couple shots.
I got the looks that drives the girls wild.
I'm glad that this is helping with your confidence. He's got to do what now? I got to wash Triple H's feet. I got to kiss him. Yeah, I'm okay with that. All right, folks, thanks so much for submitting in your content for the Reddit video. I'll see you in the next week's Reddit video, but I'll see you in tomorrow's video because we upload daily wrestling content. Okay, bye. Get out of here.